Hi, it's Larry Shiller, voice of Backgammon, broadcasting live from Chicago. We've got round 7 with Dmitriy Obukhov and Karen Davis joining us here. So as the players, these are just cleaning up the screen a little bit. Well, we've got the thing going. Here we go. We've got opening 5-1. And yeah, so let's get this all set up here. Fantastic. All right, so Karen's at the bottom of your screen. Those of you who know Karen as the Executive Director of the United States Backgammon Federation. She's awesome. She does so much for this game. And it's an honor to be able to broadcast her on YouTube and Twitch TV and voiceofbackgammon.com. And we've got all kinds of awesome ways for you to see these great players in action live as they're playing. So we've got in this match here. Let's just give a little bit of background on this. Rory Pascar runs the 38th Chicago Open, and I'm going to put a little bit of sound on the board just to see if these guys are saying anything. They are moving fast. This is so fast, it's faster than our frame rate over here. All right, this is the 38th Chicago Open. Rory Pascar has been running this tournament for 10 years. Howard Markowitz ran it for the previous 28 years. And so it's a real fixture in the world of backgammon. More recently, it's become incredibly popular. This year in particular is 25% increase in attendance. If you have the opportunity to go to any of these tournaments, come. You will, if you're a ranked beginner, come. You'll have a great time. And where else? There's no other game or sport that I can think of where you can show up as a ranked beginner and meet and even play sometimes the #1 player in the world. What an exciting opportunity. It's not always going to be like that. As this game gets more and more popular, it's going to be harder and harder. But for now, come, get your picture taken, get it autographed. It's all there for you. Now, this particular tournament, and boy, these players are just hitting back and forth. It's what's called a Swiss event, or a modified Swiss event. Dmitry rolls double fours. Not bad. Hits 2, probably. And make his 4-point. Yeah. What do you do with this? So what that means is it's kind of like a round robin. You don't play everybody, but you play at random players, and once you lose 4 matches, you're out. So all the players who've lost a maximum of 3 matches just continue to play themselves, amongst themselves, until you have this, so someone who's undefeated, or you've got somebody with just 1 loss, and that's the winner at the end of the day. And there's some different formulas they go through. But basically, you play people of the same record as you. If you win your first match, you're going to play someone who won their first match. I am actually 3-3. So I've won 3 and lost 3. And, oh my gosh, Karen rolled 1-6 from the bar. We're watching the game, and she just had a roll, something like a 2-5, 1-6, 1-5, and she rolled it. And so does Dmitry. He comes in with his own 1-6. This is great. I love this game. This format means people play a lot. Now, the only reason I'm able to do commentary right now is because I happen to be lucky enough to draw a bye. No special privilege. I just, by luck, I drew a bye, which means I'm not playing the next round. So there's an odd number of people. You may have to pick one person at random who doesn't have to play. It's actually not an advantage or disadvantage. If anything, it might be a little bit of a disadvantage because I'm still going to have to play the same number of matches as anybody else. If you're in a regular elimination tournament and you draw a bye, that's a good thing. But here, I don't think it matters. Look at this game turn around. Dmitry now has 2 men in the bar. He just hit, so the players each have 1 checker on the bar. This is anybody's game. Karen stays out. At any rate, so we're in round 7. So I think Dmitry and Karen both have 6-1 records. if I'm not mistaken. They're either both 6-1 or both 5-2. They're 5-1. They're both 5-1. Aaron Faust is helping me out over here and is correcting my numerous errors, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I need somebody like that.
The buy is very valuable also.
And the buy is valuable?
Oh, yeah.
Seriously?
You go from 3-3 to 4-3. Yeah, of course.
I don't get the free win.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, that's not fair.
Of course you do. Yeah, it's humongous. It's huge. Yeah.
Oh.
The buy is huge.
I'm lucky. I mean, I'm not only lucky with my dice. For me to have a 3-3 record with the people that I played means I've had great dice. And now, well, there was a cube and a drop, and Dmitriy won the game. Not following that. I've been talking too much. Let's go about other things. All right. Now, Dmitri's opening up with a 5-2. This is the standard way to play a 5-2. And, you know, when Mochi was behind, he also, thank you, played 5-2 that way, which was a surprise to me because I thought you were supposed to bring the 2 down. If you're a beginner player and you're just watching this to just see the game, learn the game, watch great players, first of all, I applaud you. It's a great way to learn, just to watch great players in action. And so in these videos, I try to talk about basic opening moves. I don't want to assume anything. So these videos are designed not only for expert players who want to watch expert players. They're just as much, if not more so, designed for great players. For beginner players who want to become great players. All right, so Karen is here. Dmitry, stacked up his. He's really playing conservatively. What a great roll for Karen. So double ones, usually, if you can make a point, put 2 checkers on a triangle, you want to do it. Double ones lets you do that beautifully. I think it's a 2-1 here for Dmitry. And so that is, Karen's forming a prime. A prime means a series of triangles with 2 checkers on it. She has 4.5. And Karen is turning the cube. So the doubling cube is a way for Karen. She's ahead. She thinks she's going to win. So she says to Dmitry, you know what, Dmitry, I think I'm going to win. I have a proposition for you, which is legal under the rules of backgammon, which says, I want to play for 2 points. And Dmitry has a choice. He can say, no, I don't want to play for 2 points, in which case he loses a point, and the game is over. They'll actually clear the checkers. They don't play it out. If he accepts the doubling cube, he's saying, all right, and you'll see he'll either take it or he'll press the clock to pause it. So if he does take it, it means they're playing for 2 points. Not 1 point, but 2 points now. And by the way, if he gets gammon, he loses 4. Or if Karen gets gammon, she loses 4. The winner of the game is going to win 2 points, whoever that might be, if Dmitry takes the cube. And it's a regular game, not a gammon. Now, so there's a lot of thinking involved, and he's thinking. And these are the toughest decisions. So he takes the cubes, he puts it on his side of the table, and I'm surprised he took it. But I think he might be a little bit ahead in the race, and that may be why. If Karen needed to roll a 5, and she didn't roll it. And so I think that's what Dmitry was banking on. If Dmitry can roll 6-1, 4-1's not bad. He's going to make his bar point. So Dmitry has a game. It looked like a good take. Good for Dmitry. 2-1 for Karen. Probably played the 2 in and the 1 up. Oh, Karen hits. All right, so here's the criteria for hitting. She has 10 men in the zone. And by the zone, I mean on her side of the table. You see she has 5 men at the top, white checkers. That means she's got 10 men on the bottom, which is her zone. Outer board on the left, her inner board on the right. And if you have 10 checkers or more, you can start attacking. So she's attacking. And here she's going to play 4, and she's going to hit with 1. I'm surprised she didn't move up 3 to 4 with that play in her opponent's home board. But she didn't. And now, but here's why. So Dmitry has to come in with a 1, and he has an unpleasant 5 to play. Putting somebody on the bar, well, it's not that unpleasant. So he has 2 of Karen's checkers on the bar, on the roof, or however you want to say it. And she comes in and straddles Dmitry's long checker in his home board. And so Dmitry's game plan here is to get his checker out of dodge. I mean, he just, 2-1, though, is too good to pass up in his home board. He can hit, pick and pass. They call that pick and pass. Oh, and Karen stays out with her 3. Oh, no, she's on the bar. She's coming out anyway. All right, so, it was a nice try. All right, anyway, so she just didn't see it. So 4-1. Now, Dmitry can hit 2 checkers here. He can play off the stack, and he's got 5 checkers on the 6 point. So why not hit 2? But he's thinking now, it's not automatic, hey, maybe I'll just move my checker up so 6s can get me out. and that makes good sense. Now, he can use 6s to cover the 2-point, and if he rolls like a 6-3 next time, he's going to have some difficult decisions to make. But he'll probably run the back checker and duplicate 2s, by the way, but whatever. In terms of his play, he is deciding to put 3 checkers on the bar. He says, look, I'm not worried about it. I'll have plenty of time to get out of here. And Karen rolls a 1-4. Dmitry may consider cubing back at some point if she stays out. She didn't bounce. Dmitry's roll. And by the way, only Dmitry can turn the cube. Double ones! What a great roll! What a great roll. So he comes in on the 2-point, gives him more flexibility. He's got 6s to get out, and he now has a 3-point board. Karen rolls double 2s! Woo! So she'll probably have to break her prime a little bit. Nope, she doesn't. She can bring 2 men down from their midpoint, and then which is on the upper left of your screen, and then bring a man from. Oh, doesn't she have 1? Oh yeah. All right. So she played her 4 2s. 2-1. It's a tricky. That's tricky. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's right. He did it very quickly. At any rate, she rolled double 2s again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it was right because she would have hit 2 checkers, giving herself time to get out. She's got 1 more 2 to play. It might be right to stick it on the 6-point so she has 6s to play. I mean, on the bar point. I think it's the right play, actually. It's ugly, but it looks right. Karen's an awesome player. Not only is she executive director of the USBGF, she's a lifelong backgammon player and has done so much for this game. Dmitry rolls his 5, and now's a good time to go because this is the toughest, one of the toughest things in backgammon. When do you leave an anchor? An anchor is when you have two or more checkers in your opponent's home board. Very tough to know when you leave an anchor. But the biggest criteria is if you're the head in a race, leave. By and large, that's going to steer you in the right direction. When you have an advanced anchor in your opponent's home board and you're ahead in the race and you have a chance to leave, yeah, go for it, go home. All right, 6-1. Karen finally has the ability to hit. She doesn't move the 6 out. She wants to hit and hope that if Dmitry comes in, he rolls a 1, but he rolls double 1s, which is a great roll for him. Great roll. And so Karen now has the opportunity to do some damage, and she stays out with double 6s from the bar. Now Dmitry's thinking, do I have the cube? He's also thinking, I might be too good. So this is clearly a drop for Karen. There's no way she's going to take this double. I'm surprised she's taking this long about it. I don't even think Carter Maddox would take this double. Oh my God.
Here we go.
Karen took the double. It's at 4. This game could be over in the second game. Karen's in danger of being gammoned. She's got 5 checkers, 2 on the bar, 3 on the home board. That's 113 pips right there. Right? 63 plus 50. 113.
63, yeah.
So it's actually 50, right? Because she's on the bar.
Yeah, that's right, 50.
So, but she rolls double 3s. That's not getting her in. Dmitry is going to most likely win this match. I would say he's a 70% favorite to gammon Karen in this match. I don't understand why she took that cube. Well, we'll look at XG and it'll say it's a huge take. You know, that's the way these things work. But you know, anytime I get confident about what the right play is in backgammon, I'm terribly wrong. Yeah. This is a 4-1. No, it's a 5-1 or a 6-1. So it's a 6-1. Dmitry's looking for the 1. And usually what players are looking for here, by the way, is what doubles can they play. But here, it doesn't matter. Because you have double 4s, 5s, and 6s covered. And double 3s are not going to cover because Karen's got the 4 point. So double 3s cannot cover the 1 point. She did not hit that blot. 4-1 is a great roll. Oh, that's just a gammon roll. Because Dmitry can pick and pass. In other words, he can hit a checker and move on and cover a blot. It was like it accomplished 2 very important things. 3 things, you know. Hit, covered, and safe. 4-3. So now Dmitry's bringing in builders to bear down onto the 2 point. And so we'll see what happens. Karen, yeah, and Dmitriy may need it because Dmitriy now is going to want to pounce on that checker, and there's 17 numbers that are going to make that point. That 6-3 is one of them. And you might ask me, Larry, how do you figure out 17 numbers so quickly? There is a trick to that, and when we have time, I'll be happy to explain it. I've learned it from Backgammon Learning Center and just some basic math, probability stuff that you can apply. All right, here's 6-4. I think well, he's not leaving double fours, so maybe that's right, but breaking the bar may be a smart move. But Dmitry knows, listen, if Dmitry makes a play, I bet on it as being the right play. So he's going to break the bar now. He has plenty of time to break the bar. And I think so he's breaking the bar. Got to do it.
No risk.
It's very little risk. He can roll double threes next time if she comes in with a 4. So now the risk is he rolls double threes, Karen rolls a 4-3. That's the risk. But he doesn't let that happen. He takes a checker off. Dmitry will not be gammoned. All right, and let's see if Karen can get that 5th checker in. She can't do it, so she's got 21 pips to get those 4 checkers. That's 84 plus 25, so 109 pips. The average roll in backgammon is 8 1/6. So you're looking at 14 rolls, if I've done that approximately right. About 14 rolls for Karen, because I'm adding 4 pips for home board, because you have to take the checker off. And, plus 3 others, right? So she's going to need about 7 sets of doubles in order to avoid getting gammoned here. The only real hope for her, therefore, in terms of not being erased, is that Dmitri's going to leave a shot. And there's a reasonable chance that Dmitry will leave a shot here. He's got 6 numbers. He's got 6 numbers that leave a shot in this position, and he didn't roll one of them. He's going to play safely with the 2, take 1 off, because you don't want to leave repeating opportunities. Now, Dmitry has 1 opportunity to leave a shot, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, and believe me, it happens. That's 1/6 probability times about a 30% chance of hitting. It's about a 5.5% chance. It's not happening. And Dmitry says, you know what? I'm not going to play. I've got the gammon in place. By the way, there's a rule of thumb here. If you're ahead by more than 70% probability to win a gammon, if you're probably winning gammons more than 70%, don't take any chances. In other words, here, Dmitry could have taken off 4 checkers off the 2-point and left the potential shot contact. But because he felt he was more than a 70% chance favorite to win the gammon, he didn't do that. He said, I'm playing safe, and eliminated contact. Now, the other possibility is if you're between 30 and 70%, it's usually the right play to allow a little bit of contact if it's going to dramatically increase your gammon chances. So that's a little rule of thumb that backgammon players use. And this is the reference positions and things that backgammon players look like and study a lot. But you run across these positions a lot, so they become second nature to you. If you're a beginner player, don't feel overwhelmed. Now you're looking at Karen. How is she playing this? She doesn't care about the backgammon. This is Karen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She can do it. She needs 2 sets of doubles. She needs 2 sets of doubles, and she got her first set. And she's going to bring in the checker down, gets double 4s. Double 4, but that means Dmitry can't roll double 3s or better on this roll.
Right.
So there's a 8/9 chance Karen will get to roll it, and there's a 1/12 chance. So it's about a very small probability. Now it's a 1/12 for Karen. Can she do it? She can't do it, and the match is over. This has got to be the fastest match in backgammon history. They shake hands, 2 games, and the match is over. And I know Karen is going to be kicking herself for taking that cube. It's amazing that I don't know what she was thinking. Maybe she missed something and just misviewed the position. I'm sure that's what it was because Karen is a top-notch player. Now they are setting up the checkers. I am confused. I thought the cube was at 4.
But they shook hands. It is setting it up.
All right, they're just setting up. They're being good citizens and setting it up. This is Larry Shiller, voice of Backgammon. Thanks for joining us. It's one of the fastest matches I've ever commented on. And but it's over. And Dmitriy Obukhov in round 7 of the 38 Chicago Open has defeated Karen Davis by a score of 9-0 in a quick 2-game, 4-cube gammon in the second game. That'll end it in a hurry. And this match is over. And so stay tuned. We'll have open round 8 coming up for you, coming up shortly. And we really appreciate your joining us. Subscribe to us on YouTube, please. YouTube.com. Look for Voice of Backgammon. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers so that you can go to youtube.com/Voice of Backgammon, and then you won't have to Google anything on there or search for anything. We're also on twitch.tv. And if you haven't registered at voiceofbackgammon.com, please do so, because we'll send you automatic notifications, if you want, of when these matches are streaming live. And we're doing them not quite every weekend, but we've got a lot of great matches, great matchups, and you'll really enjoy it and hopefully learn a great deal and take all these lessons to your local club where you can excite players just like yourself who are learning this game and really enjoying the social aspects, the intellectual aspects, and the satisfaction, the endorphin release you get when you make a great roll, win a great game. So thanks again for joining us. Larry Shiller, Voice of Backgammon, signing off for now. We'll see you later.